What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 22, and today we are returning with the season finale as our third season wraps up today with our final three Premier League games where Norwich City are going for the Champions League in their return to the Premier League. Yes, it has been an absolutely mind-blowing season after the dramatic last episode, which if you guys missed, oh my word, you missed a cracker. Right now we sit 2 points behind Arsenal in 4th place with 3 games to go. We're currently 6 clear of Chelsea in 6th place, and we're also 6 clear of Brighton, but also have a game in hand on them. 7 clear of Man City, and they've got a game in hand on us. So yeah, even the race for Europa League right now is still tight. But again, 2 points behind Arsenal. We're going for the Champions League, and with our final 3 games of the season, you can see we've got Brentford away, Nottingham Forest at home, and Manchester United away. It's not going to be easy, but on the back of that amazing victory, where I got to show you this picture one of my followers sent me yesterday. Shout out to this guy. I'll leave a link to his Twitter in the description down below. Friendship ended with Ida. Now Big Game Brewster is my best friend. What a game. What a game. What a win. One of my best wins on camera in any Football Manager save ever. Yeah, 3 games to go. You're going to see them all today. And let's see if Norwich City can pull off the impossible. Now, we've come back 4.5 hours early for today's episode, and the reason why is because we are the late kickoff today on Saturday, and there are some games at 3 p.m. Arsenal are at home to Watford, and Man City are away at Burnley. So we need a big favour there from the Clarets and the Hornets. Let's see if we can get it before we dive into today's first game of the final 3 in the Premier League. And I'm really hoping that Man City can slip up here away at Burnley, because that will be huge for our chance of at least qualifying for the Europa League. But sadly, we haven't had the luck today. Arsenal thrashed Watford by 4 goals to 0. They're not going to let go of 4th place easily. And Man City beat Burnley by 2 goals to 1 as well. So no favours done there. We're going to have to do it all ourselves. So yeah, first of the final 3 today. We're away in London to take on Brentford, who came up via the playoffs last season alongside us. 4-2-3 on for the game, of course. And this will be our team. Everyone fit apart from Ludwig, carrying a slight knock. So Freenis is in goal. It's back for Lewis, Benkovic, Godfrey, and Aaron to Berger and Reed through the middle. Ize's on the left, Dembele's on the right, and Buendia supports that man right now, the star of the show, Ryan Brewster, who's dragging us into the Champions League single-handedly at current pace. On the bench, Fabianski, Holding, Byram, Thompson, Shaqiri, Ida, and Ajorque as well. So yeah, first game, it's Brentford away. Let's keep our Champions League dreams alive. Come on, you Canaries. Can you imagine if we drop out of the Europa League places as well? Fail to qualify for the Champions League and miss out on Europa League football too? Like, lose our final 3 games and drop to 8th? I would absolutely be devastated, man. As Dembele crosses and it will drop to Sando and off the post inside the first minute. But come on, I believe in this Norwich team. We had such an amazing season. All we got to do now is close it out strong. Buendia driving into the area, down the right. Oh, lovely run there, but straight at Raya. 10 minutes into the game, still tied at 0-0, but as Dembele wins it back here and drives forward, it's Karamoko. Good save by David Raya, and it's still 0-0. All the early pressure being put on that Brentford goal. Get an early one, that will settle a lot of nerves here. Reed to Karamoko, down the right, skins his man, steps in field, Dembele, wonderful run! Yes! And there's the first goal. Karamoko this season has been superb. You know, Ize and Brewster, they've been our players of the season, no denying that, but Karamoko, bionic legs Dembele, I think half his goals have come from headers, but it's a wonderful little step inside there as he gets his 8th of the year. Pretty poor goalkeeping, to be fair, but we'll take it. Dembele gives us the lead. Brentford now starting to grow in confidence a bit here with Mbeumo finding White. And what was I just saying? There's the leveller. And Brentford are back on level terms. Come on, Norwich. Come on, Norwich. Don't choke away European football, please. Don't have another Season 1 collapse. As Buendia finds Dembele down the right. And Karamoko slides through. That man who puts it in at the second time of asking, 2 bites of the cherry, but he manages to swallow it. 2-1 to Norwich City, and we are back in front. And of course, it's my best friend, Ryan Brewster, who's got the goal. Slid in behind. First shot well blocked by Tosin, but a rebound kindly dropped straight to him. 2-1. How much do you guys think, realistically, Liverpool ask for in the summer transfer window? Because I don't think they'll let him come back on loan. That'll be 4 straight loans for Ryan Brewster. 1 at Swansea and then 3 straight with us. I don't think that Liverpool will do that. I'm pretty sure they'll want him as a squad striker next year. And I'm thinking if they're going to let him go, you know, homegrown player, English talent, Really great young striker, proven record in the Premier League. I think they're going to want at least 50 to 60 mil, probably even more than that, as Dembele slides him through, and Brewster, down the right, has won a penalty. Penalty for Norwich and a chance to make it 3. And it's going to be that man, Mr. Big Game, trying to keep us in the Champions League hunt. Go on, Ryan. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Knew he'd tuck it in. 3-1, 2-goal cushion. Closing out the game, almost there as Ben Thompson wins it back. Great hustle by Ben as he drives forward here and finds Jamal Lewis. He'll always have a place in my team, Ben Thompson, for his work ethic. As Sander crosses and it drops to David Raya. And that can't be in a highlight, surely. Oh, what? No. What? Is that Loris Karius in the Champions League final? Or Thierry Henry versus Blackburn Rovers, I think it might have been, like well over a decade ago now? I don't even know. Ryan Brewster has scored back-to-back hat-tricks. Liverpool, we will sell you a 50% stake in Norwich City if you let us have Brewster permanently. Atiba makes it 4-2. Thrilling game. I don't know what's happened to our defence lately. But with Brewster up top, we can outscore anyone. What on earth happened there? This game is just utterly bizarre sometimes, isn't it? Ryan Brewster's third goal. That was like Karius in the Champions League final against Real Madrid with Benzema, I think it was, when he tried to bowl the ball out and it hit the Frenchman, went in. Extraordinary, but 4-2 the final score. Listen, Ryan don't care. They all count, right? And I'm going to say to the boys calmly, a good win, boys. Well done. 1 down, 2 to go. 4-2 the final score, and we remain 2 points behind Arsenal. Due to the goal difference record, though, we're going to need them to lose at least one of their final 3 games. Because a draw and us winning will mean they'll still end up qualifying on the goal difference swing. And they have got Man City away and Brighton at home. 2 tough fixtures to end the Premier League campaign off as well. So it's definitely doable. But we've got to win both our games as well. And away at Old Trafford on the final day, well, that's not going to be easy at all. Still with Ryan Big Game Brewster in the side, anything is possible. You'll notice he's got Norwich as one of his favoured clubs as a player. I love it when a develop a favouritism towards a club when they've been on loan at. He's got Swansea in there as well. And I'm also in his favoured personnel too. So, you know, I don't think Brewster would be against coming back permanently. I don't think that at all. But the question is, how much is he going to cost? Because Liverpool, they're not going to want to sell him. I don't think they'll loan him out for a 4th straight year. But again, if we've got to spend every single penny in the summer and more, if we've got to put ourselves in debt to bring back Ryan Brewster permanently, I'll do it. Do you know, we deserve some lucky moments like that. When you think back to what happened in Season 1, we deserve some good fortune from time to time. And not that it would have mattered, of course, had he not scored the goal. But either way, great to see Brewster get back-to-back hat-tricks. 8 goals in 2 games for Ryan Brewster. I mean, I just want to check as well, where is he right now in the Golden Boot standings? He can't be that far behind, surely. And there he is, 2nd place, 4 behind Lautaro Martinez of Manchester City. For those who watch my FIFA career mode, you will know why that's interesting. But yeah, 4 goals behind Martinez right now. I don't think he's going to make it, but he could do. Okay, so here we go then. It is the penultimate game of the Premier League season where we are away at Nottingham Forest. I believe everyone's kicking off at the same time today, is that right? No, we do have a late game, and that's Brighton versus Brentford. We could have a stake in that game, depending on the league positions, and tomorrow you can see the fixtures there. And there's a few on Wednesday, and then the final games are there next week. So, yeah, Man City are home to Arsenal, so we'll keep our eyes peeled on that one there. But as we take on Nottingham Forest, who right now are battling for survival, currently outside the relegation zone, in the relegation zone, but only on goal difference. Huge game with so much at stake for both teams. So no change to tactics or to the personnel on the back of that big win there. And thus this will be our team once again. Farina's in goal, back for Jamal, Benkovic, Godfrey and Aarons, with Sander and Reid for the middle. Eze and Dembele on the wings with Buendia supporting that man, going for the golden boot, Ryan Brewster. And on the bench, Fabianski holding Byron Thompson, Shaqiri, Ida and Ludovic as well. 2nd game, penultimate one of the season. So much at stake for both clubs. But come on, you Canaries. Aarons picks the ball up here and finds Buendia as we look for an early opening inside the first 60 seconds with Harrison finding Eze inside the area. First cross block, but Lewis gets the rebound cross. And Brewster, well, you put your house on him to score from there, about 4 yards out, free-headed at the near post, and skies it over the crossbar. It's okay, Rian, keep putting yourselves in those positions, and I'm sure you'll break that deadlock. Buendia to Dembele, as we continue to stay in attack mode early. Sander, through to Max, lots of space for Robert to cross, and there it is, right on cue. Puts himself in a position and opens the scoring. 5 minutes in, Brewster with another. Max driving forward down the right-hand side, and he's beating his man there. Wonderful run by Aarons. Oh, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. 2 assists for Max in 15 minutes, and both goals scored by you-know-who. That is 10 goals in 3 games. And I can't say enough about Max's development this season as well. First 2 seasons, slightly disappointed, but I gave him a new contract, I believed in him, and after we increased the training facilities and improved our coaching staff as well, he's developing so well. 2-0 Norwich, surely this game's going to be ours. Oh, and I see a very nice scoreline here at half-time. This caught my eye as I was going into the dressing room. I saw it on the TV on Sky Sports News. Man City are in front against Arsenal. Pepe's missed a penalty, and Lautaro Martinez going for that golden boot has given him the goal right before the break. I really should turn on latest scores, shouldn't I? So we can stay updated as the games are going on. Anyway, 45 minutes to go. We're doing our bit, and as things stand, you can see by the league table on the right-hand side there, we're going into the top 4. And as we know, goal difference could play a factor come the end of the season. So the more goals we can get, the better. As Buendia beats 1, beats 2, beats 3. Wonderful run by Emi Buendia. Oh, just stop it. He says to Rian Brewster, you might be the magic kid, but I'm the magic man here, baby. Buendia makes it 3-0. It reminds everyone he's still the star of the show. 1, 2, 3. It's like watching Lionel Messi. Glorious run by Buendia. And the Argentine fires it home. These 3 points are in the bag. Karamoko on the ball, driving forward. Lovely run by the little lad before offloading to Eze. As Man City have just gone 2 goals up on Arsenal. Sandro Tonali is surely going to give them the big 3 points there as Aarons crosses, and Eze makes it 4-0. And we're saying to the Gunners, we're taking 4th and we're reducing that goal difference deficit as well. Max Aarons with 3 assists in the game. He's had an absolute stormer. Eze heads it home for his 15th of the year. He's now our 2nd top scorer. We can't forget about how good he's been this season. 4-0 Norwich. These points are in the bag. Arsenal have just got a goal back at the Etihad there. It's 2-1. So they're not going to give up just yet, as Obafemi down the right hand side will try and cross. Benkovic wins it back though, and Godfrey shall clear. Again, if Arsenal do find a leveller and draw their game, we will stay in 5th place. We need Man City to hold on to the win there if we're to jump into 4th heading into the final day. As Eze attacks down the right and finds Sander arriving. Oh, and Brewster. I think Brewster got in the way there. João Carvalho's free kick is headed up in the air. Adam Reach keeps the chance alive. And now Zungu. Oh, wonderful goal there. And Nottingham Forest grab a consolation goal. 4-1. Not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. But again, goal difference could play a factor. So disappointed to lose our clean sheet right towards the end. And our run of games without a clean sheet is going to continue. Consider how good we've been defensively this season. We're not exactly ending the season strong at keeping the ball out the back of the net. Still, most important thing was the win, and there you have it. 2 down, 1 to go. But that 1 is away at Old Trafford against Manchester United. So, not really fancying my chances of ending the season with 4 straight wins. But what happened in the game against Arsenal and City? Did Arsenal find a leveller? No, they didn't. They did get a late goal in the 90th minute, but City hold on to the win there 3-2. And that means we've gone into 4th with 1 game to go. We do have a far worse goal difference record though, so keep your eyes on that. Man City have also got a game in hand, but actually they can't catch us now. So how have we not even qualified for the Europa League? I can't understand that. How have we not guaranteed at least Europa League football next season? I don't know, but you know what? We're in 4th right now and we're 1 win away from the Champions League. I can't believe we're in this position. 1 game, 1 win. Get the 3 points and we qualify for the Champions League. Had you told me that would be the scenario at the start of the season, I never would have believed you. But such has been the development of this team, the form we've been in, the individual brilliance of players like Brewster and Eze and Buendia and Dembele has led us to this position here. And this is it. This is it. Final game of the season away at Old Trafford. And if we win, we're in the Champions League. The nerves right now, crazy. Manchester United have nothing to play for, and I think that is our biggest advantage. West Brom would just beat Man City, and surely that means now. I mean, surely. Yeah, there it is. It's confirmed. We've got at least Europa League football, at the very least, at Carrow Road next season. It's guaranteed now we will at least have some sort of European football at Carrow Road next season. But I don't want it to be the Europa League. I'm forward thinking, I'm being assertive, I'm being confident. Yeah, it's nice to see it, but I don't want the Europa League. I want the Champions League. Nice to know we've got something at least, but I want the big prize. It's like those game shows, you know, when there's like the big prize of like a 2-week, 5-star, all-inclusive holiday to Dubai. Or, you know, you get yourself a new pair of oven gloves. It's like, you know, the follow-up prize ain't that bad, but I want the big one, obviously. Did I just compare the Europa League to a pair of oven gloves? I think it's a little bit better than that. So we're about to jump into the final game of the season, and I wanted to do a team meeting for it, but it keeps telling me there isn't a suitable reason to hold a team meeting. You know, being on the verge of qualifying in the Champions League, that's not a suitable reason to try and get the boys up for the game. I don't know. But anyway, it's Manchester United away, and this is it. Final game of the season. If we win it, we qualify for the Champions League for next season. I can't believe we're here, but we are. One win for Champions League football. So into the game, as you can see, Manchester United are guaranteed to finish in third, can't finish higher or lower, so they've got nothing to play for on the final day. Whereas, as we know, a win guarantees Champions League football. Arsenal, on the final day, they can do it with a draw if we lose. So Arsenal only need a point if we get beat at Old Trafford. Otherwise, they'll need to match our result. They're at home to Brighton, who they themselves have got nothing to play for now, so you expect them to win that game. But we're hoping for the Seagulls to do a massive favour. Nothing to be decided. At the bottom of the table, Wolves, Nottingham Forest and Newcastle are already relegated. So this is it. Come on, Norwich City. Can we pull off the impossible and qualify for the Champions League? No change to our tactics or our lineup, of course, and this is our team for the final battle of the campaign. Farina's in goal, battle of Lewis, Benkovic, Godfrey and Aaron with Sander and Reed for the middle. Eze on the left, then Belly on the right, and Buendia supporting that man, Rian. Big game, Brewster. On the bench, Fabianski holding Byron, Thompson, Shaqiri, Ida, and Ajorque as well. And this is it. Win on the final day, qualify for the Champions League. Come on, you Canaries. All or nothing, baby, all or nothing. I don't want the Europa League. I don't want it. I want the Champions League. And we can do it with a win. We're getting no goal updates from the Emirates here, and we're halfway through the first half, and there's nothing going on. Here we go. First highlight of the game. It is still 0-0 at the Emirates Stadium there as Buendia crosses to Dembele, who flicks on. Oh, I thought that was going to drop in. Just wide, still 0-0. As things stand, this result will be enough because Brighton are doing us a favour and holding Arsenal to a goalless draw. Jamal has his pass cut out though, and now Mason Greenwood is 1-1 with Benkovic, and he's beat the Croatian and hits the post, and Benkovic clears, and it's still 0-0. Get a goal, and I'm definitely feeling like we're going to do it. Get a goal. All season long. All season long. Oh, Ben! Dilly-dallying. Took too long. Rene Adelaide robs him and Mason Greenwood punishes us. Oh, Captain. On the final day. Oh, Ben, on the final day. I'm not going to throw him under the bus though, he's my bloody captain. The media have given you a lot of credit lately, so go out there and put on a word display. That is the go-to team talk for me in this year's FM. I don't know whether you guys are the same here, but that one always seems to be the one that gets the best response. 45 minutes to go in the Premier League season. We've got to find at least a leveller, otherwise we're going to drop to 5th on the final day. Oh no, Godfrey again! Godfrey again! Missed the header, and Greenwood puts it straight at Farina as the captain's struggling out there. The pressure is getting to the young man. He just can't stand up to it. Corner for Manchester United, whipped in. Oh, and Asia puts it at the near post. And we're going to choke away Champions League football on the final day. God damn it. Whipped into the near post, and Farina comes and gets caught in no man's land there. Asia flicks it into the unguarded net. And Manchester United double their scoreline. Brewster's frustrated out there, and now he's anxious on the final day. He's carried us to this position. But on match day 38, what is it about match day 38 in the Premier League? Godfrey blocks the shot by Greenwood, but the chance stays alive. Olsen's header straight at Farina. I can't believe it. Oh, Sander robbed. Rene Adelaide, Greenwood, it's free, it's game over, it's good night Norwich City. What on earth have we been doing today? All throughout the season, our defence has been rock solid, but to end the campaign off, no clean sheets in our last 5, I think it is. And as Rennie Adelaide assists Greenwood for the second time, I can't believe it. Final day, and we've choked it completely. Arsenal are going to slip up at home to Brighton, yet we're giving them the Champions League via this performance. Gabby Barbosa strikes straight at Farina's. Well, there's no point in even changing tactics. Game's done. We've blown it. Well, you know, we weren't supposed to be in this position. And as Arsenal have just taken the lead against Brighton, that confirms it now for definite. We are going to choke away 4th on the final day with a humiliating and I would say humbling loss at Old Trafford here. After an amazing run to end the campaign off as Brewster fires it way wide the post. On the final game, the young Canaries just couldn't stand up to the pressure. Just like in Season 1, this is where we need those experienced boys in our team to cool the young heads down and ensure we get it done. But instead, Azize fires it just wide. No other way of putting it. We've totally bottled it. 3-0 the final score. And the main reason I'm so gutted about it is because when you look at the stats, we didn't play badly at all. We gifted Manchester United 2 of the 3 goals, both for Greenwood. Godfrey and Sander dilly-dallying on the ball. And of course, the second goal came from a set piece. So I'm going to say to the boys here, unlucky boys, it would have been nice to win there, but it wasn't to be. They're relaxed and motivated, and they've gained confidence from that. Because, you know, as much as I've been forward thinking towards the end of the season, thinking we can do this, we can qualify with the Champions League, we weren't supposed to be here. We weren't supposed to be here. As Liverpool win the Premier League title after avenging the demons of Season 1 by beating Nottingham Forest by 7-3 on the final day. The bottom 3, as we knew, were going to be Newcastle, Nottingham Forest and Wolves anyway. But yeah, we weren't supposed to be here. We were supposed to be around here. That's where I was thinking, 14th to 17th at a push, 10th to 12th if we were lucky. But instead, an amazing campaign sees us qualify for the Europa League. Yes, we bottled the Champions League, but I'm not going to be too disappointed. Not at all. We've got Europa League football at Carrow Road next season. No one saw that coming at the start of the campaign. Think positively. But 2 seasons in a row in the Premier League where we've choked away something on the final day? Seriously? Season 1 we get relegated on the final day. Season 3 we miss out on Champions League football on the final day. Gutted. But anyway, here we go. It's the end of season awards to wrap up the season finale where you can see Buendia as 1 player of the season, Sander finishes runner-up and Eze finishes 3rd. What is going on with the player of the season awards in this save? I mean, I'm surprised that Tribal didn't win it again. Now, don't get me wrong, Buendia was fantastic this year. 7 goals and 12 assists in 35 games. But Brewster didn't even get a look in. Eze only got 11% of the votes. Dembele wasn't around. Don't know what's going on there. Goal of the season was Eze's against Chelsea. Down the left-hand side, Jamal gives him the ball, steps in field and drills it into the bottom corner. That was the goal of the season, really? I'm pretty sure we had a couple better ones than that. Tom Tribal's strike comes to mind. But anyway, that was the goal of the season. Sander was the signing of the season. I would have said Brewster on loan was the signing of the season, but I don't think loan signings count, to be fair, so I can understand why that was given to Sander. But fair enough, I'd agree with that. £32 million bargain. But also Benkovic deserves credit as well. And Sander was also a young player of the season as well. Norwich will justifiably look back on the season with a smile on their collective faces as they defied pre-season expectations of relegation and instead mounted a campaign in which they secure continental qualification for next season. Norwich were one of the competition's surprise packages, consistently defying expectations and, owing largely to an impressive spell of form between August and September that saw them rise to 5th, are able to celebrate a successful campaign. Our match this season was our 2-1 win at the Emirates. I think the reverse fixture was a bit bigger, to be honest, the 6-3. How was it the Emirates win? Now, don't get me wrong, it's our first big scalp of the series, but it should have been a 6-3, surely. And our moment to forget was the 3-0 loss at home to Tottenham Hotspur. 100% capacity all throughout the course of the season, sold out every single game. And, yeah, there you go. Now, interestingly enough, in our club vision and expectations meeting here, the board is saying to me that next season they just want us to finish in the top half. And I must say I really like to see this as well. Even though we've just qualified for the Europa League, the board aren't getting ahead of themselves and they just want us to stay in the top half of the table. And I must say, I'm very happy about that as well. That means there's less pressure on our shoulders. I think that's one of the big reasons as to why we performed so well this season. Having very little pressure on our shoulders, that's why we were able to play without the pressure and finish in fifth. So I'm going to say to the boys calmly come the end of the season. What should I say here? The season is finished now and it's time to focus on what we can achieve going forward. I feel we can finish in the top half next year and he needs to come back for pre-season with the same level of ambition. Yeah, everyone's happy about that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yes, we've got Europa League football next season, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Absolutely buzzing that we've made it into a European competition next season, but I do wish it would have been the Champions League. One game away, and just like season 1, we choke it on match day 38. Berger won Players Player of the Year and won Footballer of the Year as well. That's really cool to see, isn't it? As Brewster dropped down to 3rd in the Golden Boot race come the end of the season. Berger also won Young Player of the Year as well. And he was also in the Team of the Year too. That's really nice to see. But how comes is Manager of the Year being decided? Because it should be me. It should be me. I should win Manager of the Year. But it's gone to Klopp. I deserve it. I deserve it. Don't get me wrong, Liverpool won the Premier League, but I guided Norwich to 5th, alright? I deserve Manager of the Year, or at least let me sort of co-hold it with Klopp, surely. It should be me. We had an amazing defensive season this year. 5th best in the division. I should be Manager of the Year, god damn it. But anyway, I wonder if I've moved up to the icons list as well in the favoured personnel. No, I have moved up in the favoured personnel list, but I haven't made onto the icons list yet. Buendia is on there now, though, as is Tom Tribal, of course. I'm surprised he's not a legend. But, okay, there we go. So, yeah, I can't think of anything else I want to show you for the season ends. So I think we'll leave it there. It's going to be a very long season finale, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. And yes, we will end Season 3 on the back of a choke on the final day. But at the very least, Europa League football being confirmed for next season, I believe as well, due to the fact we finished in 5th place, we won't need a playoff next season. We will go straight into the group stages, I think. So that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching Season 3. I really hope you've enjoyed the whole season and the season finale as well. And if you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And in the next episode, guys, I'm going to come back with a special in-depth look at the save. I do these every 3 or 4 seasons in my FM saves, and this one is no different. So yeah, the next episode will be a special in-depth look at the save, where we'll go through things under the hood, if you will, in the Football Manager save. Go around the world, see what's going on in international competitions and European leagues and whatnot. A more in-depth look at our Norwich team as a whole, the club facilities, the backroom staff, and all that sort of stuff too. And then in the following episode, we'll come back for a brand new season where Norwich City will have Europa League football. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series, the special in-depth look at the save, very soon.